guys, thanks so much for tuning in. My name is Whitney and this is my channel House and Heart. Today I'm going to be sharing with you my laundry room transformation. I've been wanting to do this for a while. I've been in this house for almost 2 years now, and I've had different ideas over that time on how I could upgrade this space and make it work best for my husband and I. My aim for this space is to give it an airy, fresh, and spacious feel. This entire renovation took about $100 and really was a great transformation on a budget and completely changed the look of this space. My first step in transforming this space was emptying it out of all of its contents so that I could easily access the shelves. These are the shelves that my house came with. These are the closet-made shelves, and I soon realized after trying to undo it or get it out of the closet that I did need to recruit my amazing husband Nate and also look for some information on how to do this without completely wrecking our walls. We found that using a Phillips screwdriver, a pliers, and a hammer was really all that we needed to undo these shelves. Now, I will say that this part was very time-consuming and honestly a little inconvenient. However, it was worth it in the end. Here's just the footage of the upper and lower supports of the shelves. So Nate and I found that they did connect a little differently. So the bottom one, we did have to undo the support and then take the shelf out, and then the top one just kind of snapped out. So that's just something to think about if you have these shelves. Also, the hardware that was used to secure the shelves are just very, very different. So these ones are actually function more as nails, as well as the bottom ones, even though they have a Phillips screwdriver, so you do kind of have to pry it out. My husband and I did kind of take team on trying to get the screws and hardware out of the wall, and we did find it easy, like I said, if you had like a knife or a screwdriver to kind of pry it out. This is how our laundry room looked like once we took down the closet-made shelves. We did have noticeable holes in the wall, and I am just going to be refilling them with spackling paste. I didn't have a putty knife in my garage, so I did just kind of look for something with a flat edge, and it did work well, but I would definitely recommend you invest in a good spackling knife. This is about an hour later and the spackling paste was completely dry. It was now time to sand it down so that the paste was flush with the wall. I used a medium grit sandpaper to do this, and it did work perfectly. Once I was completely done sanding, I simply used some of the white paint that we had in our garage that I had used before in my house. I appreciate the Dutch Boy brand, and it has worked very well for me up to this point. The space was a very small space, so it honestly didn't take that much time at all to complete. So originally, when I started painting my laundry room white, I thought that the color that was already on the walls was an off-white color, but I soon realized that it actually had more of a tint of like a light yellow color, and it just was such a contrast to like my bright white, and I am just so grateful that I was able to just cover up those like yellowish walls with like a fresh coat of nice crisp white paint. And just like that, we are done, and this space looks so much more fresh and airy just with a new fresh coat of paint. These are the leaf decals that I found on Amazon, and guys, I cannot believe how much I liked these. So I believe they were about $13 per pack, and I got 2 packs, and it literally covered my laundry room walls perfectly. But they are extremely budget friendly, and I would definitely recommend them. I had seen in one of the reviews that it helped with the overall flow of the pattern to cut up little pieces of the leaves to place throughout the larger decals, and I'm very glad that I did this. As you guys will see, I think it turned out extremely well and kind of helped integrate it more. Here was my first time just peeling off the decal and then placing it on the wall, and they stuck very, very nicely, very smoothly. I kind of wanted to space them kind of sporadically, kind of in a random fashion throughout the wall, and I really did appreciate the way that they looked in the end. So here my husband was helping me get these shots, but yeah, I just really can't say enough of good things about these. So over on this side of the wall, I just followed the same pattern. I just put up the bigger decals first, and then I put in the smaller pieces of the leaves in between, and I just really appreciate how it turned out, guys. So this is the finished look. I think it turned out so dreamy, so fresh and airy. I absolutely love it. At this point, it was time for Nate and I to put in our floating shelves, and so I had gotten these brackets from Amazon. I'll be sure to link them in the description box below, but Nate is just finding a stud to screw it into, and then also just making sure that it's level. One thing I will say about my husband is he's very precise, and so these were extremely level. We made sure of it, so I do appreciate that about my husband. Whenever there's something that needs to be measured or things like that, I always ask Nate to do it because he just really thrives in that department.
I hope I'll be your destination.
shelves we got from Home Depot, and I really appreciate them. I got the color white, obviously, and they do come with a number of different wood tone colors, so I liked the variety to choose from. I got the 12-inch by 6-foot boards, and they fit perfectly in our laundry room.
You know that you're the traveling kind. It's a known fact. Yeah, I know that.
So I was so excited to see the finished look, guys. I think it looks so clean and fresh looking. I have loved doing laundry in this ever since. Here Nate and I are just going to be replacing the outlet cover to a white one. So this one actually came with the house. It's like the beige color. So we're just replacing it with a white outlet cover.
Something in the air and a sparkly shimmer on our skin.
So next on to one of my favorite parts, and that is cleaning up and then decorating the space to how I had envisioned it. And so as you can see, we had a lot of just dirt and dust from the sanding and just some of the different projects. So I did just get my vacuum and vacuum up some of those little particles, and then I took my thieves spray and just wiped down all the surfaces on here so it was not so dusty. At this point, it was finally time for me to decorate this space and put my laundry supplies back in my laundry room. And oh my gosh, guys, I just could not get over how cute everything looked and just how fun this space turned out. I was able to just kind of make sure that my bins were matching and labeled, and I like that a lot, and then just make sure that I had just my favorites and necessary items in here. And I was really pleased with just the aesthetic that it has, as well as just the practicality, and it just really serves Nate and mine's purposes for it. So overall, I'm just so glad that we took half a day and just kind of redid our laundry room area. I just really appreciate it.
A bigger scale, the world inhales as we go. I wouldn't want it any other way, no. Dreamy, breezy, we go.
So if you found this video motivating and inspiring, it would really mean a lot to me if you guys would subscribe to my channel. It does help my channel to grow and for me to keep doing these videos. And I just am so appreciative for each one of you to take the time to watch this. And as always, hope you guys have an amazing day and keep your house and heart decluttered and clean.
On our tiptoes, undercover agents of the